Wait, she has been with a significant amount of fun.
I know that this is a lot.
Holy! So they are withholding $1,000. God damn. Boys! So I woke up yesterday and I heard that VShojo is on fire for some reason. So this is insane news. Like Iron Mouse left VShojo and I want to know why or like what the hell happened. Okay, because this is literally like within the past 24 hours chat that just happened. I have zero clue what is going on. Everyone is leaving VShojo. VShojo literally just crashed within like 24 hours. Stock crash. Everything goodbye. Iron Mouse left. I think Kaisenat also left. Kason left.
I quit VShojo today.
Hi.
Who else is left? I think Gorgura also left. Bro, it's crazy man. Everything is like going down. Niji Sanji is still being racist. Hololive is still being Now, VShojo is the next target. Well, let's see. Okay, chat. Let's react exactly what is happening and let's discover more. Maybe I can give you guys some take on it because I myself is also a VTuber, right? So let's see what me as a professional toaster VTuber will say about this, right, chat? Okay, let's take a look.
Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid.
Wait, she has been with a significant amount of fun. Okay. Oh, chat. One thing that you guys might not know about Iron Mouse, I've watched her for quite some time, so I know. Iron Mouse have an autoimmune deficiency disease, which means that unfortunately she has to live inside a box that has a controlled environment. So she cannot step outside because if she step outside and actually touch grass, she dies. I know that she's pretty short. Okay, that one I don't know. I'll refrain from commenting on that because I have zero clue regarding any of her personal stuff except that one. If I'm not mistaken, she always goes with this person named who's this Sea-Dog? Yeah, Sea-Dog. Yeah. So Sea-Dog, VA, and Iron Mouse outside. So what sometimes they will do is that Sea-Dog will basically carry an iPad outside and then Iron Mouse will be like sort of streaming her on it so like she can see outside, like see the outside world, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, like this, yeah. So like this will be Sea-Dog and this will be Iron Mouse, and then like she will have like a camera here so she can see outside as well. Yeah, that is very cute. I agree. I think they're not dating. People will saying they're dating. I don't know much about that, so I'm not gonna comment on it. But just to give you guys a bit of a background explanation about her condition and why she cares so much about this foundation that she is that she is sort of helping out as well.
The thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot.
Holy! Okay, hold on, that's huge. So they are withholding $500,000 from the charity foundation that VShojo is owing to the foundation. God damn!
I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day I will be able to tell you the full story.
Wait, I don't think Sanji and Hololive went this far. I know they're a toxic company, but like this is kind of legal trouble, bro. You know what I mean? Like Sanji and Hololive doesn't really get legal, no? Sanji is okay. Look, listen. We can agree that racism or hating on people, like, yeah, of course it's bad, right? But like they are not doing anything illegal, no? Like this is like borderline illegal. They stole money from their liver all the time. Oh, real? Okay, that one I do not know. That is the first time I've heard of it. Because all I've heard from Niji Sanji is that they basically, if I'm not mistaken, they keep the VTuber that is racist towards white people and they kick out the VTuber that is racist towards Indian. If I'm not mistaken, that's the latest news that I've heard from them. That one I don't know. That is also illegal, actually. That's crazy.
I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely.
Same, bro. So
Due to the
same.
fact that I have a
Chat, I became a VTuber because I broke up with my girlfriend and I want to find friends as well. I was lonely. and then I found you gremlins for some reason. You know what, chat, I will look up you all.
primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low
Oh, there
to
we go.
near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room.
Honestly, chat, Iron Mouse is one of my motivation for being a VTuber as well. Because I was considering quitting streaming as well back then. And then one of Iron Mouse's code that sort of stick to me was like, she talked about how she's been streaming for 13 years and she only blew up for the last 3 years, which is kind of crazy.
I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games,
Oh
and just
boy,
continue
how life
on
have changed.
with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine
Makes sense.
recommended that I try.
So, I mean, I didn't mean that in a bad way, chat. I didn't. Okay, that sounds bad. I mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, I understand that it can be scary to be on camera. Okay, there we go. That's what I mean.
an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started
FaceRig, that's
VTubing.
old, no?
It took me a while
That's
to
so old.
take it seriously. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo. And it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Iron Mouse that I am today. When I was approached in
Okay, that's
2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't.
You know, that's one of the reasons, chat, why I don't really try to apply for an agency, a VTuber, and I think I want to talk about it like right now. VTuber agency are kinda notorious in a bad way. You guys know how toxic the idol culture in Japan is? Like, yeah, the idols are cute and all, right? So kawaii, oh my god, right? But the culture around it is actually very fucking toxic. They are not allowed to have relationships. They are not allowed to even keep their identity, and they're not even paid that well from what I've seen, right? So that culture translates into VTubing. And one of the big issues that I personally have is that if I were to be in a VTuber agency, they will keep the identity. Now, this depends on different agencies. I think VShojo don't do this, which is a good thing. That something that is actually positive from this company is like, if you are in VShojo, you can keep your identities. Because I personally think my VTuber is actually quite unique in a sense. So if I'm a toaster, I went to VShojo, I can still keep it even though I left. Whereas let's say if I go to Hololive or Ninja Sanji, and if I were to use my current avatar in their stuff, they would not let me keep this avatar. Like, they will own this. Imagine they own your face. You know, it's a bit weird to me. So that's why, like, that's why, like, I generally don't try to go to agency, even though I think it's gonna be net positive, because you will get like a lot of views, right, if you go to agency, because they will help you out with a lot of things. But I think long term I might lose more, but that's just my thought process right now. VTubers are either less toxic or very toxic. It depends on the agency itself, but most of the big agencies, they are like, they will own you. That's why, like, when Gorgura left, Gorgura cannot use the Gorgura avatar, which is like a big part of your identity.
I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people. Every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and 1,000,001 other things. I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving.
I mean, the company stole $500,000. I think that is pretty much of an explanation already, bro. That is I mean, the company is holding $500,000 from you, and the foundation that you're supporting. I mean, I think that's a pretty legit reason for leaving the agency.
I would always be told how important I was for the company, and I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed.
I mean, Iron Mouse is like the biggest VTuber on the Twitch platform, so yeah, that makes sense.
Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me.
Nah, Chad, I think one thing that you guys need to learn, and unfortunately, I guess she got pushed over quite a lot here. Like, one thing that you guys should be learning is that other people's situation isn't your responsibility. Whatever is happening to other people, like if you can try to help them, of course you try to help them, but ultimately try to focus on yourself first. Because if you cannot help yourself, you cannot help other people.
Privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life. So one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information. So that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction.
This is what I was talking about, by the way, for those of you guys that don't know. So Connor would have like her strapped on the bike, and then like they would go around and
other
and
miscellaneous events
this is so cool
we've had.
to watch.
However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Damn, bro. She's actually a good person, Chad. God damn. I mean, like, I know she's a good person. But Chad, if this was me, I would have used that money to buy a Lamborghini. $300,000? That's a new Porsche. Let's go. Okay, sorry, guys. And I'm just trying to add a bit of a funny moment on the video. So.
Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Bro, I can get the new pair. Okay, I'm sorry.
I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity, and we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. Okay,
first thing, Chad. I think it's definitely 100% wrong on the VShojo not donating those money to the foundation itself. I think this also should be a learning lesson for Mouse to oftentimes take things into your hands, especially with big money like that. Like, I think it's a bit hard to trust like an organization with that huge amount of money. And I think like whenever you guys do this event, you need to take it, like you need to take responsibility, and like you need to actually take control about how you do things. Because if you just keep on like telling them, okay, hey, you know what, I got this money, you do that, like it's gonna get messy if you don't know what's going on the other side. She trusted VShojo because her first time works is fine. The second, yeah, again, I mean, I understand that. Like she trusted VShojo, right? But I think this should also be like a learning lesson for her to not overly trust an organization. Take matters into your own hand. Imagine Toshio, he go back. Bro, you know what, chat? I'll just make it like, guys, charity, donation for children in need. 10% goes to the foundation, 90% goes to buying my new car. Woo, let's go.
The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance.
Autoimmune is horrible, I agree, yeah. I generally cannot know how people like that live, you know? It's very sad. It's like you guys go outside and then you guys just die. Okay, you guys don't exactly die, but like you are easily attacked because your white blood cells isn't acting the way it's supposed to act.
When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely.
Not
when
cure, yeah, unfortunately not
really
cure,
had
so.
nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me, but unfortunately, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this,
Man, that
unfortunately, I can't.
And you know what's worse, Chad, is that her community donate all of that money to her, right? Like in her head, she's responsible for that money going to the right thing. But now that money isn't going to the right thing, and now she's feeling even more burdened because of that. Even though it's not your fault, but you'll still feel bad, right? Like it's not her fault, but she's really feeling very bad because like it feels like she's betraying her community, even though she's not the one doing it. It's like VShojo is the one that's withholding the money from the foundation.
So, to
It's kind of
recap,
tragic.
I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I really wish
Holy.
that I could tell you more. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything. I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do.
Mouse, just keep on making content, bro. The thing is, with her, chat, she will never fall off, bro. She's way too big for that, and everyone loves her. So yeah.
Time to process this, but below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Now this time it's not with
I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much.
Anyway, yeah.
Support and
First of all, I wish you good luck, Mouse. You have also been a big inspiration to me and some of my content, I guess. I mean, me being a VTuber. But anyway, chat, what do you guys think about the situation? Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye-bye.